Welcome back to Hidden Stories. We're so glad you're here. Get ready for another inspiring story filled with life lessons, faith, and hope. Sit back, relax, and let this journey remind you that even in pain, there is growth. And every ending can lead to a new beginning. Sometimes, the pain that breaks you is the very thing that saves you. It doesn't arrive with answers. It comes with silence. With questions. With tears you never planned to cry. Pain has a way of stripping away what is familiar, forcing the heart to confront what it has been avoiding. And in the breaking, something deeper begins to form: strength, humility, and a hunger for healing. Not every storm comes to destroy you. Some come to redirect you. Do you ever sit back and think about how fast life is moving? One day we're just two girls figuring things out. And the next, everything feels serious. All the time. Sometimes I miss how simple things used to be. But I'm grateful we're still here, still talking, still laughing. That's what scares me sometimes. People change. Life pulls friends apart. But I don't ever want us to become strangers who just like each other's pictures online. That won't happen to us. We've been through too much together: dreams, disappointments, prayers we whispered when no one else was listening. You're right. You were there when I doubted myself. When I felt like I wasn't enough. You reminded me who I was when I forgot. And you stayed when things got quiet. When my life didn't look exciting. That meant more to me than you know. No matter what happens, marriage, careers, mistakes, growth, I want us to promise something. What kind of promise? That we'll talk. Even when it's uncomfortable. Even when life gets busy. Even when we don't agree. I promise. Friendship isn't about perfection. It's about choosing each other, again and again.
You two look like you own this place. Every time I walk in, you're laughing like nothing else exists.
That's because when we're together, the world can wait.
I can tell. You're inseparable.
She's my sister. Not by blood, but by heart. Some bonds don't need last names.
That's rare these days. You don't see friendships like that often.
Are you impressed, or are you judging?
Impressed. And maybe a little jealous.
Jealous?
Everyone hopes to have at least one person who truly knows them. You both already found that.
You're not so bad yourself, Michael. You show up. That counts.
I try.
So, what brings you here today?
I was hoping to steal Emily for a quick walk. If that's okay.
Only if you don't mind. She scrolls through photos, Emily and Michael smiling, laughing, holding hands. Each swipe lingers. She looks happy. Really happy. I told myself I would be happy for her. I meant it. But when did it happen? When did her life start moving forward? And mine stay right here? She locks the phone, then unlocks it again, unable to stop herself. I've been there for her through everything. The tears. The prayers. The waiting. So why does it feel like she gets everything? I'm not angry at her. Am I? I just wish someone would look at me the way he looks at her. She sets the phone down, conflicted. A tear slips, but she quickly wipes it away. This isn't who I want to be. There's something I've been wanting to tell you for a while now, but I didn't know how to bring it up without sounding like I'm rushing life. You never have to be afraid to talk to me. You know you can tell me anything, Anytime. Michael and I have been talking more seriously lately. Not just about feelings or plans, but about the future we might share together. Michael and I are talking about marriage. Not immediately, but intentionally. I'm happy for you, Emily. Truly. You deserve something good after everything you've been through. That means so much to me. I needed to hear that from you, especially from you. You've always believed in love, even when it didn't come easily. I admire that about you. Sometimes I still surprise myself. But with him, I feel steady. Like I don't have to pretend. Marriage changes life in many ways. It asks a lot, but it can also give a lot. I know it won't be perfect, but I believe it will be worth growing into. I hope it brings you peace and joy, not fear or pressure. That's exactly how it feels. Like peace settling in. Peace.
I probably shouldn't have agreed to meet this late. Emily wouldn't like this. Not because she's controlling, but because she trusts us.
That's exactly why this is okay. She trusts us. There's nothing wrong with two people talking honestly.
I don't want honesty to turn into something that feels like secrecy. I promised myself I'd never put her in that position.
And you're not. If this were wrong, it would feel wrong to you. All we're doing is talking.
Still, the timing doesn't sit right with me.
Sometimes timing has nothing to do with intention. You looked like you needed someone who understands.
I'm just overwhelmed. Marriage feels bigger the closer it gets. I don't know who to say that to without sounding afraid.
Fear doesn't mean doubt. It just means you're taking it seriously.
You really believe that?
I do. And Emily would want you to be honest, even if it's messy.
I care about her deeply. I don't ever want to be the reason she's hurt.
Then let this conversation stay exactly what it is, support. Nothing more.
We should probably end this soon.
Of course. I just wanted you to know, you don't have to carry everything alone. There begins an emotional distance between Emily and Michael. Did I do something wrong? I keep replaying our last few conversations in my head, trying to find the moment when things shifted.
No, you didn't do anything wrong. I need some space right now to think and breathe.
Space can mean many things, Michael. I just need to understand what it means to you, because it feels like you're slowly moving away from me.
It's not about leaving you. It's about feeling overwhelmed and not knowing how to carry everything I am feeling without shutting down.
I wish you would let me in instead of pushing me out. I thought we promised to face things together.
I know we did. And I hate that I'm not living up to that right now. I just don't want to say the wrong thing and cause damage.
Silence causes damage too. It makes me question myself when I don't know what's happening in your heart.
I never want you to doubt yourself. This is something I need to sort out internally before I can explain it properly.
Then please don't shut me out completely. Even a little reassurance would help.
I'll try. I just need time.
Emily stops abruptly as she sees Sophia and Michael in a quiet cafe sitting together, deep in conversation. Sophia. I must be misunderstanding this. Please tell me I am. I trusted you. Both of you. I trusted you with my heart, my fears, my future. Do you know how many times I defended you? How many times I told myself you would never hurt me like this?
Emily. It's not what it looks like.
Then what does it look like to you, Michael? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like silence replaced honesty. You were my sister. You promised me you would always protect me, not stand on the other side of my pain. I never meant for it to go this far. It always starts that way. With never meant to. I don't even know which loss hurts more, losing the man I love, or losing the friend who knew me best. I need to walk away before this breaks something in me that can't be fixed. You were my friend. Not just someone I knew, not someone I laughed with once in a while. You were the person I trusted with my whole heart. I know, and I never wanted to hurt you. I didn't plan any of this. It just happened, slowly, without me realizing how far it had gone. That's what hurts the most, that it didn't stop when you realized it was wrong. You had so many chances to choose me. I told myself I was just being supportive, that I was helping him when he was confused. I didn't see it as betrayal at first. Betrayal doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it hides behind concern and silence. I never wanted to replace you. I was just lonely, and I let that loneliness speak louder than my loyalty. Loneliness doesn't excuse crossing lines. Friendship should have protected me, not wounded me. I hate myself for this. I wish I could take it back. I don't need excuses right now. I need truth. And the truth is, you chose differently. I don't know what forgiveness looks like yet. But I know I need distance to heal.
I'm sorry, Emily. I know those 2 words can't fix what I've broken, but they're all I have right now. I never meant for things to unravel this way. I told myself I was just confused, just overwhelmed, but the truth is, I didn't protect your heart the way I should have. You trusted me with your future, and I repaid that trust with hesitation and silence. I will regret that for a long time.
An apology doesn't undo choices, Michael. It just names them.
I understand. I don't expect forgiveness. I just needed you to hear that I am truly sorry.
I've lost 2 people I loved, one I planned a life with, and one I called my sister. I can't stay here and pretend I'm okay.
I hope one day you can heal.
I will. But not here. I lost everything. Not just the people I loved, but the future I believed in. Every plan I made, every promise I held onto, it feels like it disappeared overnight. I trusted with my whole heart. I gave love without holding back. And now I'm sitting here wondering how something that felt so sure could fall apart so completely. I don't even recognize my own life anymore. The silence is so loud, and the memories won't stop playing in my mind. I tried to do everything right. I tried to be loyal. I tried to love honestly. But it still wasn't enough. I don't know how to start over. I don't know how to trust again. All I know is that I feel completely broken. Emily sits alone on her couch, scrolling through her phone. Images of Sophia and Michael's wedding appear, smiles, laughter, and vows captured in bright, happy frames. She took my future. Every dream I had that included him, every plan we whispered to each other in secret. It's all gone now. And somehow, she stepped into it like it was meant to be hers all along. I should feel happy for her, shouldn't I? They look perfect together. But all I feel is this hollow ache in my chest. The friend I trusted, the man I loved, they both chose a life that doesn't include me. I wonder if they even realize how much they broke me. How much was lost in silence, in betrayal, in the moments I wasn't supposed to see. Everything I imagined. It doesn't exist anymore. I have to let go, somehow. I have to find a way to move forward. Even if it feels impossible right now. You look like someone carrying a heavy weight. Sometimes it helps to put it into words, or at least to share it with someone who's willing to listen. I don't even know where to start. It feels like my whole life has been upended, and I can't make sense of anything anymore. Pain has a purpose, even when it feels cruel. I know it doesn't feel that way when you're in the middle of it, but every hardship shapes you in ways you can't see yet. But how can something so devastating, losing the people I trusted, losing the life I imagined, have a purpose? I feel broken. Sometimes breaking is the first step to becoming whole again. The cracks allow light in. They let you see parts of yourself you never noticed before. And they teach you what matters most. I thought I was strong enough to survive this. But it feels like I've failed at even that. You haven't failed. Surviving isn't about never falling, it's about learning to stand up, even when it hurts. And you don't have to do it alone. Do people really heal from this kind of betrayal? From losing someone who was supposed to love them and a friend who was supposed to protect them? They do. It takes time, courage, and faith in yourself. And sometimes, the lessons you learn in the darkness prepare you for a brighter path you never imagined. Maybe there's a way forward after all. Not every loss is a loss, Emily. Sometimes what feels like the end of the world is actually protection. Some doors close not to hurt you, but to keep you from something you weren't ready for, or something that wouldn't have been good for you in the long run. Protection? It doesn't feel like that. It feels like everything I worked for, everything I trusted, was taken from me. How can losing them be protection? I understand. Pain never feels protective when you're in it. But think of it this way, sometimes we can't see the consequences of staying in a situation that isn't right for us. The heartbreak you feel now, it's teaching you boundaries, teaching you what real loyalty and love look like. It's shaping the kind of person you're becoming. So, you're saying all this betrayal, this hurt, maybe it was supposed to happen? Exactly. It's hard to see in the moment, but what's meant to teach us, strengthens us. What's meant to protect us, redirects us. And what's meant to shape us, eventually leads us to the life we were meant to live. I want to believe that. I really do. But it still hurts. So much. And it will, for a while. Healing isn't instant. But the important part is that you're open to learning, to growing, to trusting yourself again. That's where real strength begins. Maybe losing them wasn't the end after all. Maybe it's a new beginning I just can't see yet. Exactly. And when the time comes, you'll see the blessing behind the pain. You'll see why it had to happen this way. I won't let this define me. I've spent too long letting other people's choices dictate my happiness, my worth, and my future. No more. This chapter, painful as it was, will not control the rest of my life. I can't change what happened. I can't undo the betrayal, the heartbreak, or the lost moments. But I can choose how I respond. I can rebuild myself, stronger, wiser, and with a heart that's ready to trust again, carefully and fully. This is my time. Time to focus on the things that matter, my growth, my dreams, my purpose. I will invest in myself, in my faith, and in the life I've always wanted. The one I almost forgot I could have. I will forgive in my heart, not for them, but for me. I will not allow bitterness to steal my joy. This is the beginning of a life rebuilt from the pieces I thought were broken, but now, stronger than ever. I'm learning to choose myself. One decision at a time. It doesn't happen all at once. Some days, the past still lingers, whispering doubts, reminding me of what I lost. But each day I write, each step I take toward my goals, I reclaim a piece of the life that belongs to me. I've realized that loving myself isn't selfish, it's necessary. It's not about forgetting the hurt or pretending it never happened. It's about acknowledging it, learning from it, and using it to build a stronger, wiser version of me. I'm learning to set boundaries that protect my heart, to trust carefully, and to surround myself with people who lift me rather than drain me. I'm learning that my worth isn't defined by who stayed or who left, it's defined by how I respond, how I grow, and how I keep moving forward. I'm learning to choose myself, every single day. And in that choice, I find freedom, healing, and hope for the future I deserve. You've changed, Michael. The man I married. The one I thought I knew. He's not here anymore. You're distant, distracted, and it feels like I can't reach you at all anymore.
And you've changed too, Sophia. You're not the same person I fell in love with. You're different, cold at times, critical at others. I feel like I can't talk to you without it turning into an argument.
I'm not being cold. I want honesty. I want us to be a team. But it feels like you've checked out emotionally, like nothing I say or do matters anymore.
And I want that too. But I can't be everything to you when I feel like the pressure never ends. I thought marriage was supposed to be partnership, but lately it feels like blame is all I get.
Blame? I'm not blaming you. I thought we promised to always work through things together. But lately it's like we're living in parallel worlds. You're somewhere else, and I'm left here trying to hold on alone.
I never meant for it to feel like that. But there are things I'm carrying. Things I haven't told you because I didn't know how. And it's crushing me from the inside.
Then why not share them? Why let the walls grow between us until they feel permanent?
Fear. I was afraid you wouldn't understand, that you'd see me differently. And now, it feels like it's too late to even start again.
Too late doesn't exist if we actually fight for each other. But we have to be honest. Fully honest, or nothing will survive this.
You're right. We can't keep pretending. I don't want to lose us. Even if it means facing every uncomfortable truth head on.
I won. I got everything I thought I wanted. Michael, a life together, all the moments I envied and longed for when I watched Emily. I have it all. But why do I feel so empty? Why does it feel like there is a hole inside me that nothing can fill? I thought achieving this would make me happy, that having him and the life I wanted would finally make the pain worth it. But all I feel is guilt. Regret. The weight of knowing I hurt someone I called a sister, someone who trusted me more than anyone else ever has. Every smile he gives me. It reminds me of the love I stole. Every moment we share. It echoes the friendship I destroyed. I wanted what I wanted, but in taking it, I lost something far more valuable, my integrity, my conscience, my peace. I don't know if I can ever make it right. I don't know if forgiveness is possible. Even from her, even from God. All I know is that this emptiness is mine to carry now, a reminder that selfish choices have consequences that even victory can't erase. Emily sits in her office, reading an email on her laptop. A smile slowly spreads across her face as the news she earlier received sinks in. This never would have happened before. I wouldn't have had the focus, the confidence, or the strength to even believe I could reach this point. But here I am. A promotion, recognition for work I poured my heart into, and a reminder that hard work and patience do pay off. I feel like I've been given a second chance, not just at my career, but at believing in myself again. All the pain, all the heartbreak. It feels like it led me here, to a place where I can finally stand tall and know that I'm capable of achieving more than I ever imagined. You deserve it, Emily. You've been consistent, dedicated, and resilient. It's amazing to see you recognized. Thank you. It's more than just a promotion, it's proof that even after being broken, life doesn't stop. You can rebuild, grow, and thrive. I've learned to trust myself, to prioritize my own growth, and to embrace opportunities instead of fearing failure. And now, I finally feel like I'm living the life I'm meant to lead. This isn't just about success at work. It's about the journey, healing, learning, and rising stronger than I ever thought possible. And I'm only getting started. See what pain produced? All that heartache, betrayal, and loss. It didn't destroy you. It shaped you. It taught you strength, patience, and how to stand firm in your own worth. You're right. I couldn't see it at the time. It hurt so much, losing people I trusted, watching dreams I thought were mine slip away, but now I understand. Every moment of pain led me here. To a place where I finally trust myself, where I can embrace life fully, and where I know my happiness depends on me, not anyone else. And that's the greatest lesson of all. Pain isn't meant to break you. It's meant to guide you, to refine your heart, and to teach you what truly matters. I've learned to choose myself. I've learned that forgiveness, for my own peace, is more powerful than holding on to anger. I've learned that life doesn't end when someone betrays you, it just starts again, stronger and wiser than before. Exactly. And now, you're ready for the life you were meant to live. The one you create for yourself, full of purpose, hope, and joy. I won't let the past define me. I won't let pain dictate my future. I've been broken, yes, but I've been rebuilt, stronger than ever. And this time, I'm leading my own story.
This marriage. It wasn't built on love, Sophia. It was built on guilt, on choices that shouldn't have been made in the first place. Every smile we share, every happy moment, feels hollow because we know what brought us here. And no matter how hard we try to pretend, it can't erase the past, or the pain we caused.
Don't make it sound like it's all my fault. We both made choices. We both walked down this path together, even if we didn't realize the consequences at the time.
I know we both made mistakes. But I can't help feeling that this guilt hangs over us every day. It's in every argument, every silence, every glance. It poisons the life we were supposed to be building together.
I thought having this life, would make the past worth it. That happiness would come if I just held on tightly enough. But all I feel now is emptiness and regret. Just like you do.
Exactly. And it's a hard truth to face, but the guilt can't be ignored forever. It's eroding everything we try to create. We can't keep pretending that love can survive on shortcuts and selfish choices.
So, what does that leave us with? Do we keep living like this, cold and distant, trying to force something that was never meant to last?
I don't know. I wish it were different. I wish we could go back and do things the right way. But we can't. And now, we have to decide if we're willing to face the truth, no matter how painful it is, or if we keep living in the shadow of what shouldn't have been.
Michael presents to her divorce papers. She sits frustrated and reflecting on her act towards her friend Emily. I destroyed a friendship. For nothing. I thought I wanted this, thought I was getting what I deserved. But all I've done is hurt someone who trusted me more than anyone ever will. Emily. I stole from her something she could never get back. And Michael. I thought love would follow, but all I feel is emptiness, regret, and the weight of choices I can't undo. She picks up the pen, hesitates, and her hand shakes. How did it come to this? How did selfish desire blind me to the loyalty, the honesty, the bond that was supposed to be unbreakable? I thought I was pursuing happiness, but what I've found is a hollow victory, a life fractured by my own hands. She signs the papers slowly, exhaling deeply, her shoulders sagging. Forgiveness. I don't know if I'll ever deserve it. But I hope someday. Somehow. Emily can find peace, happiness, and love that's real, untainted by lies or betrayal. Because I've learned the hardest lesson, nothing gained through deceit is worth the cost of a true friendship. Michael reaches for the papers, but doesn't speak. The room is heavy with silence, the gravity of their choices hanging like a cloud. I made my choice. And now I have to live with it. Alone. You look different. There's something about you. The way you carry yourself. The way you move. It's like you've changed. I have healed, Sophia. Not overnight, and not without struggle, but I chose to step out of the shadows of pain, betrayal, and heartbreak. I chose to rebuild myself, to grow stronger, wiser, and to reclaim my life. I thought having him, having the life I wanted, would make everything okay. But seeing you now, I realize what I lost was so much more than I ever gained. You look at peace. Like you own your world in a way I never could. Peace isn't about having everything or controlling what happens around you. It's about choosing yourself, trusting God, and letting go of what you can't fix. I've learned that even when people betray you, even when life takes more than it gives, you can still rise. I wish I could go back and make different choices. I see now that my victories were hollow, and the cost was far too high. You can't undo the past, Sophia. But you can let it teach you, shape you, and guide the choices you make from here on. I don't carry bitterness for you, I carry lessons for myself. And I hope you carry the same for yourself too. She's healed. And I'm left with my choices. Emily. I regret everything. I regret betraying your trust, the choices I made, and the pain I caused you. I thought I wanted what I wanted, but I see now that I destroyed something irreplaceable. I can't undo the hurt, and I can't take back the lies or the stolen moments, but I need you to know that I am truly sorry, from the bottom of my heart. Sophia. I forgave you a long time ago. Not because what happened was easy to forgive, but because I realized holding on to bitterness would only hurt me. Forgiveness doesn't erase the past, but it frees you, and it frees me. I don't deserve your forgiveness. But hearing you say that, it's more than I could have hoped for. I feel lighter somehow, even if I don't deserve it. I hope one day I can honor the lessons I've learned and not repeat the mistakes I made. Forgiveness is a choice, Sophia. And it doesn't mean we forget or that everything goes back to the way it was. It means we let go of the power pain has over us. I've chosen to live in peace, to grow, and to focus on the future. I hope you can find that same freedom for yourself too. Thank you, Emily, for your grace, your patience, and for showing me that true strength lies in choosing forgiveness. Your journey isn't over, Sophia. Learn from it. Grow from it. And maybe one day, you'll discover that peace, just like I did. What broke me freed me. Every betrayal, every loss, every moment I thought I couldn't survive. It led me to this place of strengths I never knew I had. The pain that once felt endless taught me resilience, courage, and the power to reclaim my life. I used to think that heartbreak would define me, that the mistakes of others would dictate my happiness. But now I see. It was never about what happened to me. It was about what I chose to do with it. And I chose to rise. I chose to rebuild. I chose to forgive, to heal, and to step into the life I was always meant to live. I let go of the past, not because it doesn't matter, but because I matter more. I matter enough to walk in freedom, peace, and hope. What broke me? It didn't destroy me. It set me free. Sometimes what breaks us is the very thing that sets us free. Choose to rise. You've come a long way, Emily. I see it in the way you hold yourself, the peace in your eyes, the confidence in your steps. It's not just about surviving the storm, you've learned from it. You've grown because of it. Yes. I've realized that the pain, the betrayals, the losses, they weren't the end. They were lessons I needed, even if I didn't understand them at the time. I was so focused on what was taken from me that I didn't see what I could gain from the experience. Exactly. Some people leave your life, some doors close, and some dreams fall apart. Not to punish you, but to make way. To clear space for your true destiny to arrive. You may not see it immediately, but what feels like an ending is often the beginning of something far greater. I see that now. The heartbreak that once felt unbearable. It guided me, reshaped me, and opened doors I wouldn't have found otherwise. I've learned that letting go isn't weakness, it's wisdom. And every choice I make now comes from a place of clarity, not fear. You're exactly right. Life isn't about clinging to what hurts you or resenting what was lost. It's about walking boldly into the future God, or destiny, has prepared for you. And you're ready. You've learned to trust yourself, trust the journey, and embrace every lesson along the. Some losses felt devastating at first, but now I can see they were protections, redirects, and wake-up calls. The people who left, the doors that closed, they all had a purpose. They made room for me to become the person I was meant to be. Remember this always, Emily, sometimes what seems like abandonment is really preparation. And the life waiting for you, the one built on your strength, wisdom, and faith, is far brighter than anything you could have imagined before. Sophia sits on a park bench, shrouded in shadow as the sun sets. She watches Emily from a distance, confident and glowing, walking with Rachel. The warmth and light around Emily emphasize the contrast with Sophia's solitude. I stole her man. And in doing so, I lost myself. Every choice I made, every selfish desire I chased, led me further from the person I wanted to be. I thought I would gain love, happiness, and control, but all I've gained is emptiness, regret, and a life I can't undo. I betrayed someone who trusted me more than anyone else ever will. I destroyed a friendship, broke a heart, and built a life on guilt that doesn't bring joy, only loneliness. And now I sit here, watching her thrive, realizing that everything I thought I wanted pales in comparison to the peace, strength, and purpose she's found. I wonder if I'll ever forgive myself. If I'll ever be free of this regret. All I know is that the life I tried to steal belongs to her. And the life I've built is empty. I see now that what I took wasn't worth the cost. I lost more than a friendship or a love. I lost the best version of myself. And no victory gained through deceit could ever fill that void. I'm grateful it ended. Grateful for the heartbreak, the betrayals, the losses, and the moments I thought I couldn't survive. Because in losing what I thought I needed, I found what I truly needed: peace, strength, and clarity. I discovered that happiness doesn't come from others, or from holding on to the past, but from learning to trust myself, my choices, and the journey God has planned for me. I see now that the end of one chapter isn't a tragedy, it's a chance to start anew. Every moment of pain was a teacher. Every loss was a guide. And every step I've taken to rebuild, forgive, and rise has brought me to this moment of calm, gratitude, and true freedom. I don't resent the past anymore. I don't long for what was lost. I embrace what I've gained, the wisdom, the resilience, the confidence, and the faith that carried me through. I am free, I am whole, and I am grateful it ended, because now, I can live fully, without fear, without regret, and with my heart wide open to all the blessings still to come. Sometimes, losing the wrong person is the greatest gift you can receive. It opens doors you didn't know were closed, clears space for growth, and teaches you lessons that no comfort or convenience ever could. The heartbreak, the betrayal, the endings that seemed unbearable. They are not the end of your story. They are the start of a life more authentic, more free, and more aligned with your true purpose. Healing is the real victory. Not revenge, not reclaiming what was lost, but finding peace within yourself. Choosing yourself, trusting the journey, and embracing the freedom that comes when you let go of what no longer serves you. That is where true strength lives. That is where life begins again. Remember, what was meant to break you may instead guide you. What was meant to hurt you may lead you to your highest self. And what was lost may have been the very thing that made space for the life you were always meant to live. Thank you for watching. Your support means the world to us. Remember, every ending can lead to a new beginning, and healing is always possible. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful stories of faith, growth, and redemption. Stay encouraged, stay hopeful, and we'll see you in the next story.